Hello everyone, my name is Mila, I'm Ukrainian and I'm a tutor without a special education for it. For more than 2 years, I have been a tutor of German, and although I have a higher education, it's absolutely not related to foreign languages. I also didn't take any courses on teaching foreign languages. And now you probably think that in this video I will defend teachers without a special education for it, but this is not entirely true. I want to warn you that everything said in this video is my experience and my personal opinion, which may not coincide with your personal opinion. I have quite a rich experience of working with other tutors. I learned 3 foreign languages, and in my life I had 9 tutors. I became a German tutor because it was my desire. I started learning German with the aim of studying music in Germany. I really liked this language, and later I quit my musical career and decided to become a German teacher. I understood that I had to study it to get an official higher education for it. At first, I thought about Ukrainian institutions, but then my tutor in German said that it would be better for me to study it at a German university and threw me an idea at first go to Germany as an au pair. As an au pair, you live with the host family abroad and help them with childcare, household chores, and this host family provides you with accommodation, food, insurance, and pocket money. In the spring of 2021, I went to Germany as an au pair and lived there for a year and a half. It was a very interesting experience in my life. I think I will make a separate video about this. I lived with a host family. I lived in German family. There were 2 children, 11 and 13 years old. I communicated there exclusively in German. I helped the children with their school homework and even gave them music lessons. The goal of studying at a German university remained with me for more than a year, until I realized that I didn't want to live abroad anymore and I didn't need this education. A few months after passing the exam in German, I started my tutoring. It was the test DAF exam, where your level is determined depending on your grades, and by grades, I had approximately level C11. I teach German without a special education for it, but I have a higher pedagogical education. I graduated from 4 years of music college and 4 years of music academy, where there were subjects psychology, pedagogy, methodology, and a lot of real practice with children. On the 3rd and 4th year of music college, I constantly conducted 2 lessons per week for a group of children. The teacher of pedagogical practice sat at the last desk and then evaluated my lesson and gave recommendations. I am so grateful for this experience because it made me understand 2 extremely important things. First, teaching is very difficult. It's a great responsibility. Second, to be able to know something and to be able to teach it to other people, these are absolutely 2 different things. Therefore, in teaching German from the very beginning, I paid special attention to the methodology. I watched various educational videos, wrote my exercises, developed my methods for improving speaking skills, chose only the material that I considered effective, and composed my lessons from all that. And when I saw that my students showed a good result, they really liked my lessons, I thought maybe I don't need that official education. There are so many materials on the internet, and I can have my own tutor in German who will help me with some specific questions. I thought, who will I study for? For myself or for others to prove that I'm a good teacher? But I don't need a piece of paper to prove that I'm a good teacher. I want to prove it only by my work. Not to study officially, it doesn't mean not to study at all. There are so many books, so many additional materials, and people who can tell you something. So you can say to me that I have no right to teach German, but I know for myself that I'm a good German teacher. Because for me, the main indicator is the success and feedback of my students. I have my own limitations. I work with adults and children only from 15 years old because I think that children need a different approach, methodology, and working with children needs much more responsibility than with adults. I work only with Ukrainian speaking people whose level of language knowledge is not higher than B2 because, again, I think to teach foreigners you need a different methodology. I tell you this story to make you understand that tutors without a special education can have a different, interesting background which he or she may not tell you about, and this experience can be very helpful in teaching. I'm absolutely not against the fact that even those who have a B1 level of language knowledge go into tutoring, if it's a real B1 and not just on paper. If this person knows how to present the material methodologically, works hard on the student's ability to speak in a foreign language, knows how to work with different people, and constantly involved in self-developing, then why does he or she have no right to teach others? Such tutors can easily teach beginners, and the pricing plays a big role. In my opinion, the lower the level of language knowledge, the lower the price per lesson should be. And I'm sure that a teacher with higher level of language knowledge and formal education will not want to work for a relatively low amount of money. But not everyone can afford expensive tutors. For me personally, it doesn't matter whether a tutor has an official education or not. I only care about their methodology, how they actually work. Clients choose the tutors, not the other way around. It's not an educational school where children cannot choose their teachers. So, when you don't like that a tutor has no formal education or he or she has an insufficient level of language knowledge, a bad teaching method, just don't work with such tutors. Find someone else. And if you're just annoyed that people earn money by teaching without a proper education, I think the problem is not with them, the problem is with you. What I strongly condemn is lying when people say they have education but actually they don't have. As I've already mentioned, I had 9 tutors of foreign languages in my life, and most of them were not very good. But I didn't always realize this because I didn't have enough experience and I always defended and justified these tutors for myself. But now I'm sure this is not worth doing. Now I will tell you about 2 things in tutors that annoy me, and because of that, I already stopped working with these tutors if, of course, it happens regularly. First, what annoys me the most. More than half of tutors that I worked with like to talk a lot during the lesson. They told their life stories, their opinion on something, but I'm sorry, I don't need their opinion. The main thing for me is to learn to express mine well. I pay money for the lesson so that I can practice my speaking as much as possible, hear feedback and a short, clear explanation. I can practice my listening comprehension for free outside the lesson. The task of the tutor is to make the student talk in a foreign language as much as possible, correct and explain something, and ask different questions. When I encounter that a tutor talks a lot, at the end of the lesson, I'll already tell them that I want to practice my speaking more during the lesson. But not always tutors take seriously my remarks, so I stopped working with these tutors. My second annoyance. Tutors are either constantly late for the lesson or get distracted during it. And very often they are late for the lesson but finish the lesson on time. And even if they finish later, I expect that my lesson will end exactly at 2 p.m., for example, and then I need to do other things. And it's okay to be late sometimes, but you need to warn about it and not do it regularly. In my opinion, if you don't like something in the work with your tutor, you need to say it, and when it doesn't work, just stop working with this tutor. In this way, we will contribute to the fact that a tutor will correct and grow in their profession. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Write about your experience of working with a tutor and what do you think of a tutor without formal education and with a low level of language knowledge. But please argue your opinion. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!